Toby adjusted the last painting on the gallery wall and stepped back to admire his work. It was the biggest art exhibition of his career so far, and he had worked tirelessly for months to prepare. At 25, he was still struggling to make a name for himself, but tonight was his chance. Wealthy buyers, collectors, and art lovers had gathered at the Lagos Exhibition Hall, and he hoped one of them would recognize his talent. Aisha arrived at the exhibition later that evening, dressed in an elegant black gown. At 40, she carried herself with confidence and grace. As a successful businesswoman, she had worked hard to build her empire. She wasn't here for the act. She had been dragged along by her friend Funke, who loved paintings. But as Aisha walked through the gallery, something caught her eye. A portrait of a woman looking at her reflection with sadness in her eyes. The painting spoke to her in ways she couldn't explain. "Do you like it?" A voice asked from behind. Aisha turned around and saw a young man standing beside her. His eyes filled with excitement. "It's beautiful," she admitted. "Who is the artist?" "I am," Toby said, smiling. "I painted it." Aisha was surprised. She hadn't expected the artist to be so young. She had studied him closely, noticing the paint stain on his hands and the sincerity in his eyes. "You have a gift," she said simply before walking away. Toby watched her go, feeling a strange pull towards the older woman. Toby couldn't get Aisha out of his mind. There was something about her confidence, her poise, and the way she had looked at his painting with understanding. He wanted to talk to her again, to know more about her. When Toby spotted her again near the refreshment table, he gathered his courage and approached her. "You didn't tell me your name," he said. Aisha raised an eyebrow. "I didn't think it was necessary." Toby chuckled. "Well, I think it is. I'd like to know the name of the woman who appreciates my art." Aisha sighed but decided to humor him. "Aisha," she said. "Toby," he replied, offering his hands. She hesitated before shaking it. His grip was firm and warm. "Nice to meet you, Toby," she said before turning away. Toby knew he had to see her again. After the next few days, Toby found himself thinking about Aisha constantly. He asked around and discovered that she owned a successful fashion company. Encouraged, he found her business address and decided to pay her a visit. Aisha was in her office when her secretary informed her that a young man wanted to see her. Frowning, she stepped aside and was shocked to see Toby standing there. "How did you find me?" she asked. "I asked around," he admitted with a sheepish smile like who had just swallowed a frog. I just wanted to see you again." Aisha folded her arms. "Toby, you are too young to be chasing me. Let me state it clear to you. I am 40 and definitely old enough to be your auntie. And by me looking at you, you are obviously in your mid-20s. Go find a nice girl your age." "I don't care about age," he said firmly. "I like you, Aisha." Aisha was speechless. This young man couldn't be serious. That night, Aisha sat alone in her house, thinking about Toby. She had been married once, years ago, but the marriage had ended in heartbreak. Her ex-husband, Larry, had betrayed her, leaving her bitter and unwilling to love again. She had spent years focusing on her business, avoiding romance, and now, out of nowhere, a young artist was telling her he liked her. It didn't make sense. She shook her head. It was impossible. She wouldn't allow herself to be foolish. Toby's mother, Mama Toby, noticed her son was acting strangely. He was always smiling at his phones, lost in thoughts. One evening, she sat him down. "Toby, is there something you want to tell me?" she asked. Toby hesitated, but then decided to be honest. "I met someone, Mama." His mother smiled. "That's good. Who is she?" Toby took a deep breath. "Her name is Aisha. She's older than me, though." "Eh? How much older?" "She's 40. Mama Toby's smile immediately disappeared. "Toby, What kind of joke is this? It's not a joke, Mama. I like her. Toby, so where there are young and beautiful ladies, you choose a mommy? You will not disgrace this family. Find someone younger than you, or better still, find a lady your age, she shouted. Toby sighed. He had expected this reaction, but he wasn't giving up. Aisha told Funke her friend about Toby, hoping her friend would talk sense into her. Funke laughed. A younger guy? Aisha, are you looking for trouble? I didn't plan this, Aisha said. He keeps insisting he likes me. Of course he does. You're beautiful and successful. I am very sure he's after your money. But let's be honest, Aisha. What do you think will happen? He will leave you for someone younger. Aisha sighed. Funke was right. This thing with Toby was foolish. But as time went by, Aisha and Toby started seeing each other more, even though Aisha was hesitant. But soon, people began to notice their relationship. At a restaurant, they overheard two ladies gossip about them. Is that not Aisha with that small boy? Ah, she should find a man her age. Aisha felt embarrassed. She pulled away from Toby. I can't do this, she said. Toby held her hand. Ignore them. I don't care what people say. But Aisha did care. She left the restaurant. The following evening, Aisha invited Toby to her house to end things. She had made up her mind that was going to be the last day she would ever see Toby again. But before she could speak, Toby looked at her in the eyes and said, I love you, Aisha. Aisha froze. No one had told her that in years. Toby continued, I know this is scary for you, but I don't care about your age. I just want to be with you. Aisha didn't know what to say. Aisha lay awake that night. Was she willing to take this risk? What if Toby left her in few years? What if she got hurt again? Her heart wanted to believe him, but her mind told her to walk away. The next day, Toby convinced Aisha to go on a casual outing. They took a walk on the beach, talking and laughing, and Aisha felt young again. Maybe, just maybe this could work. Aisha tried to convince herself. Aisha sat in her office one day, staring at her phone. Toby had sent her good morning messages as he did every day. She smiled and pushed the feelings away. This relationship, if she could even call it that, had no future. It wasn't just about what people would say. It was about reality. Later that evening, when Toby called and invited her to dinner, she decided it was time for a serious conversation. After a quiet meal at a restaurant, Aisha took a deep breath. Toby, let's be honest. This thing between us can't work. Toby frowned. Why not? You know why, he said. I am 40. You are 25. In 10 years, I will be 50. Do you really think you still want to be with me? Toby leaned forward. Age doesn't matter to me. I know what I want. And I want you. You have everything I want in a woman. Aisha shook her head. Love is not just about wanting someone, Toby. It's about compatibility. It's about timing and the future. Do you really see yourself marrying a woman who is already halfway through her life? Toby's eyes softened. Aisha, you are not old. You are beautiful. You are strong. You are amazing. I don't care if you are 40 or 50. I just know that when I'm with you, I am happy, and that's all that matters. Aisha sighed. She wanted to believe him, but the doubt wouldn't just go away. Meanwhile, Toby's father, Baba, had been quiet when he first heard the rumors about his son and the other woman. But when he saw Toby and Aisha together at an event, he knew it was time to act. One evening, Toby returned home to find his father waiting for him in the living room. His mother sat beside him, her face tight with worry. Toby, sit down, Baba said in a stern voice. Toby sat down, already knowing where the conversation was going. I have heard disturbing things about you, Baba continued. People are saying you are chasing a woman old enough to be your mother." "She's not old enough to be my mother," Toby said calmly. "She's 15 years older, not 25. His father's face darkened. "Don't argue with me. What kind of nonsense is this? You are a young man with a bright future. Why are you wasting your time with a woman who should be thinking about retirement?" "Mama, Baba," Toby said, looking at both of them. "I love Aisha." His mother gasps. His father slammed his hand on the table. "You will not disgrace this family. You will marry a proper young woman." Toby shook his head. "I will marry who I love, father." His father stood up angrily and left the room. His mother wiped her eyes. "Toby, please, don't do this to us." But Toby had made up his mind. Meanwhile, Aisha was at work when she received an unexpected visitor. Her secretary knocked on her office door. "Ma, there is a man here to see you." "Who is it?" Aisha asked without looking up from her laptop. The secretary hesitated. "His name is Mr. Lanre." Aisha's heart skipped a beat. She hadn't seen her ex-husband in years. Taking a deep breath, she nodded. "Let him in." Lanre entered, looking as confident as ever. Lanre was filled with pride and obviously didn't seem to change a bit. "Aisha," Lanre said smoothly, sitting down, "you look even more beautiful than I remember." "What do you want, Lanre?" she asked, crossing her arms. "I heard about your little relationship with that boy," he said, his lips coiling into a smirk. "And I came to warn you." Aisha frowned. "Warn me?" Lanre leaned forward. "He is young. He will leave you. He will wake up one day and realize he wants a woman who can give him children. A woman who won't age faster than him. And then you will be alone again." Aisha clenched her fists. "That's none of your business, Lanre. I just don't want you going about embarrassing me, and everyone knows that you are my ex-wife." "Get out of my office," Aisha shouted. "How dare you come to my office to spill nonsense? You think you can control my life and make me miserable like you did in the past? Get out, else I call the security on you." That evening, Aisha called Toby. "I have something to tell you," she said, her voice shaking slightly. "What is it?" Toby asked, concerned. I lost a major deal today. It was worth millions. My company is struggling. I might go bankrupt soon." Toby was silent for a moment. Then he said, "I am sorry, Aisha. I know how much your business means to you." Aisha bit her lips. "I might lose everything, Toby." Toby laughed softly. "Aisha, I don't love you because of your money. I love you because of who you are. Don't worry, my love. You will get back on your feet." Aisha felt tears in her eyes. Meanwhile, Toby had always been close to her younger sister Jumoke. She was his best friend, the one person he told everything. But except telling her about Aisha, because he had always known his sister's opinion of dating other women. But when she overheard their parents talking about Aisha, she felt she had to do something real quick. One very hot afternoon, Jumoke trekked under the hot sun, sweating like a fowl that fell inside the bowl of water. Holding a piece of paper in her hands, in it was Aisha's office address. And without telling Toby, she paid Aisha an unexpected visit. Aisha was surprised to see her. "Jumoke, right?" "Yes," Jumoke said, stepping inside. "I came to talk to you." Aisha gestured for her to sit. "I hope there is no problem," Aisha said, already worried. Jumoke sighed. "Yes, so there is a big problem, madam. Please, leave my brother alone." Aisha was taken aback. "Excuse me?" "My parents are heartbroken," Jumoke continued. "Toby is young. He doesn't know what he is doing. She should end things before he ruins his future." Aisha felt a sharp pain in his chest. Jumoke was just a young girl, but her words carried the weight of her entire family's disapproval. Aisha forced a smile. "Jumoke, I appreciate your concerns, but Toby is an adult. He knows what he wants." Jumoke shook her head. You are selfish. You know this won't work, right? But you're holding on to him anyways. Let me see how this will work. Aisha sat in silence as Jumoke stood up and left. Maybe she was right. Maybe this was a mistake. After Jumoke's visit, Aisha became distant. She stopped answering Toby's calls and ignored his messages. She knew she had to protect herself and him. Toby, confused and hot, decided to confront her. He went to her office unannounced. When he stepped inside, Aisha barely looked at him. What's going on? He asked. I have been busy, she replied without emotions. That's not true, he said firmly. You've been avoiding me. Aisha sighed. Toby, we need to stop this. Your family will never accept me. The whole world is against us. I don't care about the world, Aisha. I care about you. She shook her head. Sometimes love is not enough. Toby clenched his fists. So this is it? You are giving up on us? Aisha looked away. It's for the best. Without another word, Toby walked out, his heart breaking. For days, Toby stayed locked in his apartment. He ignored his friends, his family, and even his art. He kept replaying Aisha's words in his mind. His mother noticed his sadness. One evening, she entered his room and sat beside him. Toby, you need to let her go. Toby looked at her, his eyes filled with pain. Mama, I love her. My son, she's not the one for you, she said gently. You will find someone younger, someone who can give you children. Toby shook his head. You don't understand, his mother sighed. They make me understand. Toby looked down. She makes me happy. She understands me. When I am with her, I feel like I can do anything. His mother was silent for a long time. Then fight. Fight if you truly love her, she said as she walked out of the room. However, Aisha tried to move on, but it was impossible. Every little thing reminded her of Toby, the restaurant they had eaten at, the song they had listened to. Even her own office felt empty without his surprise visits. Funke noticed her friend's sadness. You miss him, don't you? She asked one evening. Aisha sighed. It doesn't matter. His family will never accept me. Funke shook her head. Do you love him? Aisha hesitated before speaking. Yes. Then, why are you punishing yourself? Funke asked. Love is rare. Aisha, if you found it, hold it and forget what people would say. Let me tell you, people would always talk. Aisha looked away. Determined to fix things, Toby decided to talk to Aisha one last time. He went to her house, knocked on the door, and waited. When she opened it, she was shocked to see him. Toby, what are you doing here? We need to talk, he said. Aisha hesitated, but stepped aside to let him in. They sat in the living room, staring at each other. Why did you push me away? Toby asked. Aisha sighed. Your family will never accept me. I don't want to be the reason you lose them. Toby reached out for her hand. Aisha, I love you. I don't care what anyone says. My mother finally understands. And I will make my father understand too. Aisha's eyes softened. Are you sure? Toby nodded yes. But I need you to fight with me. Aisha took a deep breath. Maybe, just maybe they had a chance. The next morning, Baba called his son into his living room. His face was stern. I heard you went to see that woman again, he said. Toby nodded. Yes, Baba. I love her and I am not leaving her. His father's face darkened. If you marry her, you are no longer my son. Toby's heart pounded. Baba, don't do this. His father stood up. You have to choose your family or that woman. Toby clenched his fists. I won't choose. I love my family, but I also love Aisha. His father shook his head. Then you are dead to me. Toby's mother gasped. No now, Baba. Baba Toby, it has not gotten to that. But Baba Toby walked away, leaving Toby standing there, torn apart. Aisha, knew Toby was hurting. She had to do something. One afternoon, she called Toby's mother and asked to meet her. Mama Toby hesitated but agreed. They met at a small restaurant. Aisha started first. Mama, I know this is hard for you, but I love your son. Mama Toby sighed. Aisha, you are a good woman, but my husband, he will never agree. I don't want to come between Toby and his family, Aisha said softly, but I can't ignore my feelings. Mama Toby looked at her closely. Do you truly love my son? Yes, Aisha said, with all my heart. Mama Toby smiled slightly. Then, maybe there is still hope. Toby sat alone in his apartment, thinking about everything. His father had disowned him, his mother was caught in the middle, and Aisha was waiting for him to decide what to do. When his phone rang, he picked it up. It was Aisha. Can you come over to my place? She asked. He didn't hesitate. He needed to see her. When he arrived, she took his hands in hers. Toby, if this is too much for you, I will understand. Toby shook his head. No, Aisha. I am not giving up on us. Aisha's eyes filled with tears. But your father. I will find a way to fix things, he said. But I won't lose you. Aisha held him tightly. She knew the fight wasn't over, but at least they were facing it together. Word spread quickly about Toby and Aisha's relationship. People whispered whenever Aisha walked past, and elders shook their head in disapproval. See, oh, he is dating a woman that is old enough to be his mother. Chai, this life, some people just like old cargo. Second hand. It is a lie. He is following her because of her money. The judgment was suffocating. Everyone was talking. One afternoon, Aisha visited the market to buy groceries. As she walked past a group of women, she heard their hushed voices. Isn't she ashamed? She's old enough to be his mother. A woman like that should be setting up an example, not chasing young boys. Aisha clenched her fist and kept walking, but the words stung. Later, she told Toby about it. I don't care what they say, he said firmly. We know what we have for each other. One evening, Toby's mother called him, panic in her voice. Your father collapsed. Toby rushed to the hospital. His father lay on the bed looking weaker than Toby had ever seen him. The doctor said it was stress and high blood pressure. When Baba Toby saw his son, he turned away. So, you finally come, he said bitterly. Toby's heart ached. Baba, I don't want to fight you. Then, leave that woman, his father said. Toby exhaled deeply. I can't. His father closed his eyes. Then you are not my son. Toby walked out of the hospital, torn apart. Aisha watched Toby struggle and knew he had to make a choice. She called him over one evening. Toby, she said, I love you, but I won't be the reason your family falls apart. Toby's eyes widened. What are you saying? I am saying we should take a break until your father accepts us. Toby shook his head. No, Aisha, don't do this. She touched his face gently. I have to. If your father never accepts us, I don't want you to regret choosing me. Toby walked away, feeling like his world had shattered. Aisha decided to put distance between them. She traveled to Abuja for a business conference and extended her stay. Toby tried calling, but she barely responded. He felt lost without her. One evening, he visited her house hoping to talk. Her neighbor told him she had traveled. Toby sat outside her house, staring at the empty windows. He had never felt more alone. Days turned into weeks, and Toby stopped going out, stopped painting. His friends noticed. One night, his best friend Kule visited. You can't keep doing this. Toby sighed. I feel like I've lost everything. Kule placed a hand on his shoulder. Then fight. If she's the one, fight for her. Toby realized Kule was right. He had given up too easily again. Mama Toby saw her son suffering. She decided to talk to her husband. My dear, she said gently, look at what this is doing to our son. Baba Toby sighed. He's been foolish. He's just been a foolish young boy. Mama Toby shook her head. No, he's in love. The same way you fought for me when my parents didn't approve of you. Or have you forgotten? Baba Toby was silent. Mama Toby continued. If you push him away, you will lose him forever. Baba rubbed his temples. Yes, I know I fought for our love, but you were not older than me. He had a lot to think about, but he had to look at the matter wholeheartedly. After weeks of silence, Aisha returned home. Toby was waiting for her at the airport. She was shocked to see him. What are you doing here? Toby smiled. Fighting for us one last time. Tears filled Aisha's eyes. Are you sure? He nodded. I have never been more sure. Aisha hugged him tightly. Maybe love was worth the fight after all. Toby and Aisha sat in Baba Toby's living room as Baba had called them for a meeting. The air was thick with tension. Baba Toby finally spoke. I still don't approve. Oh. Toby's heart sank. But his father continued. If this is truly what you want, I will not stop you. Toby's eyes widened. Baba held up a hand. I still have a reservation, but you are my son, and I don't want to lose you. I know you love her, and let's see if you can make it work. Tears filled Mama Toby's eyes. Aisha smiled through her own tears. Toby reached out for Aisha's hand, holding it tightly. A few months later, Toby and Aisha got married in a grand style, though a lot of their guests felt it was abnormal for a younger man to marry an older woman, but that was their reality. That was their own love story. A year after, Aisha gave birth to a set of twins to the admiration of others as the love between Toby and Aisha was stronger by the day. Thank you for watching this story. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. What you think about this kind of love? Older woman loving a younger man, or an older man loving a younger woman? It may not seem to be common, but share your experiences and your thoughts in the comment section as we interact. Like this video, please, and subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed. Kindly share this video to your loved ones. Until I come your way again with another story, for now, from me, it is bye.